Come on, why won't you start? Ah! So is your car having trouble starting as well like mine is? Well, could be a very, very simple fix. All you might have to do is replace this little guy right over here, crankshaft positioning sensor. Greetings guys, and thank you for tuning into this video. As you saw, today we're going to show you how to replace the crankshaft position sensor so that you can start your car in case your car is having trouble starting because of it. Now obviously there are many other reasons why your car might not be able to start. In this particular scenario, the starter actually does spin and is engaging and everything is turning over, so the engine is turning over. However, because of this particular sensor, we are being prohibited from actually firing up the engine by allowing actual spark and fuel delivery. There are other reasons why your car might not start, so you have to pay attention to those particular symptoms. So if your car is not starting because or if your car is not actually turning over, then there might not be power getting to the starter. So it could be a battery issue, could be the starter itself. Some other reasons why the car might not be starting would be the actual electronics that have to do with the spark, or a fuel problem if the car is not actually getting fuel delivered to it, aka something going on with the fuel pump, fuel filter, etc. So again, this is not going to be a fix for all type video. This will not fix all people's issues of why they can't start their car. Replacing the CPS on the Nissan 350z is actually going to be quite easy, and probably is going to be just as easy on other VQ Nissan cars. Probably what's going to take us longer is actually getting the car up in the air and back down than replacing the actual sensor. So first things first, let's go ahead and get the car up in the air. And done. These CPS sensors are actually pretty common to have to be replaced on the Nissan 350z, and you could pick up online anywhere from 20 to 50 bucks. Once you're underneath the vehicle, the CPS is located behind this plastic piece over here. So obviously the first thing to do is just to take this out of the way. With the plastic out of the way, here is the location of the CPS. So you just have to unclip this, and then it's one 10mm screw that's holding this. Replace the sensor, and that is it. By the way, not a bad idea to have the battery disconnected before you do this. Here's a quick look of the old one that's out. You could see all of the crap that it's covered in, and the brand new one that's going to be going in its place. And just like that, the car is back down and we are finished replacing the CPS. That's how easy it is. Now we have to go inside, start her up, and see if she works. Okay, let's see if she starts up. All right, we're in business. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this video was beneficial to you. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, please just drop a line down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you found this video beneficial in helping in solving a new one online anywhere from 20 to 50 bucks. It is replaced and we are good to go. We just have to